Your brain's number one job is to keep you alive. The bad news is that what will keep you alive and what will make you feel fulfilled are two different things often. Hi, I'm Matt Campbell. I'm a family medicine physician of 25 years, and I'm obsessed with evolutionary psychology and neuroscience to help successful people figure out why they still feel stuck. I got to a point in midlife where I was successful, I had built a medical practice up, had financial success, had beautiful homes, had traveled, nice cars, all the things that I was told and thought would make me happy in life. And unfortunately, I found that I wasn't fully fulfilled. And so first I was angry, and then I became curious, and it caused me to look into why this might be. Just because that's who I am. I have to understand how things are. I just can't take things on face value. I have to know why things are happening before I can fully understand and, work with them. So what I discovered was that our brain is doing its job. Its job is to keep us alive. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. And I started to see patterns. There were two big buckets that I saw that really most of these things that I was noticing fell into. One of them, I grew to call the Caveman operating system. That is basically where our brain is constantly scanning for danger, trying to keep us alive. And it was designed in an age when the world was much more unsafe than it is now, but the world has changed much faster than our brains can evolve. So there's a big mismatch there. It'll show up in things that a lot of us will notice, such as overthinking, just a common sense of unease or kind of subtle fear for no good reason. The second bucket I call the matrix operating system, and the why behind this one is that humans actually stay longer with their parents than any other species. And that allows us to have great success, and that's why we've done what we've done with the planet and developed the societies we have. The problem is to impart all that information to our offspring takes a great deal of time. And you think about it this way, a baby horse is born and they can walk immediately. That's not the same of human children, and other knowledge is the same way. So we come into this world with essentially a blank slate in our brain, and it's designed to take in a lot of information and learn and grow. And that's a great thing. It allows us to be a sponge. The problem is that as a child, especially up until age 7, we are almost a blank slate. We just take in everything that we're given in an unquestioning fashion, and that's not always in our best interest long term. The people that are teaching us these things, such as parents, teachers, etc., are well-meaning, but they're just regurgitating what they were taught and told when they were children about how to stay alive and not to have an amazing life, basically. So those are the two big buckets of systems that I saw. And I started to see a lot of patterns, like I said, a lot of things that, I can share in details in other videos, but a lot of things fell into these two big buckets. And what I discovered is that once I saw kind of what was running these things and why my brain was making these decisions, I had something that I never had before, and that's a choice. I got to step back in this new awareness and make a choice. Does this, what my brain's telling me to do, or the inclinations it's giving me, are they serving what I really want to accomplish over time, or is it serving one of these kind of more base purposes that may not necessarily serve me well to keep me alive or fitting in or honoring what I was taught as a child but no longer serves me well? So that coming to where I'm at in life now, so as I mentioned, I'm a happy, successful family medicine physician, but I feel myself, now that I've learned all these things, I'm a chronic helper of people. That's why I'm in family medicine, but I feel compelled to share these things that I've discovered about life, both for myself, and I've also seen it show up in, thousands and thousands of patient lives. So I've had a chronic ongoing course of the nature of life and what I've seen work for some people and what doesn't work for other people. And so I feel compelled to share that. The funny thing is that as I move into this world of sharing things like this on social media and other platforms, these systems really flare up in a major way. And as I made the decision to move into growing a coaching business to help people with these things, these systems started to speak up loud and clear. The matrix operating system told me to kind of stay in my lane. I was already successful. Don't risk what I was already doing and had built and was successful doing. the caveman operating system made me feel like something bad was going to happen. I'd be ostracized from society and ultimately die, which of course obviously is not true. So, but like I said, it's funny for me to, with this awareness, watch these things happening, and it just makes me smile because it's kind of like this meta thing, because I'm moving into this space to help people with this stuff because I feel like it's too valuable to keep to myself, but I see it showing up in myself when I try to do this very sharing thing. So that's kind of the evolution of where I'm at. And if the things I've shared with you have been helpful or changed the way you see things, please follow me. And remember, once you see the way these things run, you can never unsee them, and you'll have something which you never had, which is a choice of how to move forward in your life. I'm Matt Campbell, and again, if you like this content and are interested in more and it resonates with you, hit subscribe.